it would represent their belief that God and the universe are the same things. Without the universe, there isn't a God. God is totally dependent on this universe. This reflects an idea of what we call pantheism, meaning that God and the universe are the same. This also represents something called Itrimurti. The Sanatan Dharam believes that there is something called a trinity. There's a creator, sustainer, and a destroyer. Those three are the three major players in this universe. But why did Guru Nanak Dev Ji then combine the Islam's Ik with the Sanatan Dharam's Om God? What was there a need for that? Well, by combining Ik Om God, what Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying is that there is one God. He is the universe, but he can also exist outside the universe as well. Think about it with this analogy. If God is a playwright and he writes this play, when the masterpiece is finished, God leaves his void and enters the play himself, playing all the roles. And then, when this play of life ends, he exits, and the play is over, and it's again just Vaiguruji. This is what we call panentheism, meaning that God is one, he is the universe, but is not dependent on the universe's existence. So what Guru Nanak Dev Ji is actually saying is that Islam, you're right in saying that there is one God, but the Sanatan Dharam is right as well in saying that God and the universe are the same. This means that Guru Sahib isn't rejecting any traditional beliefs. Guru Sahib is saying that most religions do cover the truth. They stemmed from the absolute truth. They just only cover an aspect of it. But if this already existed, what was there even a need for to create this Om God? It's because people were losing what the true meaning of religion was. Instead of uniting with the common goal of achieving enlightenment, these religions declared war on each other. The Sanatan Dharam fought with Muslims, the Christians fought with Jewish people. These caste systems were arising, gender discrimination. People were losing sight in what religion actually meant. By saying Ik Om God, Guru Nanak Dev Ji isn't trying to add another piece to the puzzle. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is giving the glue that could unite all these religions together. Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't just go out and say, I'm going to start a new religion. Guru Nanak Dev Ji's only focus and priority was delivering the absolute truth. And that's how we should think about it. Om God is everything. It's the primal origin of our universe. Om God means existence. And the reason this is because it's commonly referred to as the sound that created everything, or the sound that cannot be made. This is because when God was sitting alone before the universe was created, in this empty void, and he had this universe all planned out, ready to be made, what God said was this one thing. He used all his energy and said, Om, Om. And with that, the energy turned into atoms. Atoms turned into planets. Planets into stars. This whole universe was created from this very sound of Om. Om is still happening right now. It's infinite. As our universe expands, Om is still being heard. Om vibrates in everything, from this microphone to my phone. It vibrates in you. It vibrates in me. It unites all of us into one entity because we have this Om running through us. But if Om is a sound, well then why can't we hear it with our ears? Individuality. Individuality is like a noise that blocks your brain. Whether you know it or not, you're always thinking about yourself, the past, present, future, your arrangements, your plans. And with that, your mind is clouded up. It's not open. You cannot hear the Ong because you yourself are blocking it from reaching your mind with your mat, your whole mat. All these bhagats, all these guru sahibs, they're just like you and me. All they did was give up their individuality, and the Ong rung through their ears. And this Ong brought them ecstasy and joy. Sometimes when you're extremely happy, you just want to pass it off to other people. That's what the Guru Sahibs did. And the Bhagats, they conveyed this ecstasy through poems, through song, through shabads, through Gurbani. Every single piece of Gurbani in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji is simply a reiteration of Ik Onkar. This Ik Onkar can be achieved through meditation. Whenever you get enlightened, you hear Om. You see Om in everyone, everything. You see everything as equal. So in conclusion, Ik Onkar shouldn't be known as an intimidating masculine symbol that nobody understands. It is a stronghold on diversity, faith, and truth. Ik Onkar teaches that we are one, have always been one, and that individuality drowns out this truth. Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't want to show that one religion is superior. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, "Na koi Hindu, na Musliman. Everyone is the same." We are Ik, nurtured by the Om, and live in a God, the creation. Ik Onkar. And on that note, I'd like to end today's Vyakya. Next week we are going to cover Satnam, which is what follows Ik Onkar. But otherwise, I'd like to hand it over to Segvir and Prablin, who are going to, Simmer, who are going to say a few words on Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Paleo Dasi, or first spiritual journey. So, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Today, I will talk about Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Paleo Dasi and a Sakhi about it. In the year 1499, Guru Nanak Dev Ji began his Paleo Dasi, or spiritual journey, following Vaheguru Ji's command. He traveled with his close friend, Bhai Murdana Ji, who was a Muslim and played the tabla, a musical instrument. During this journey, they visited many places in Central and Eastern India, spreading the message of Vaheguru Ji and teaching people about the importance of truth, kindness, and honesty. After crossing the Beas River, Guruji traveled through Lahore to Sultanwin and arrived in a village called Sadpur. While he was there, Guruji chose to stay with a poor carpenter named Bhai Lallo. Bhai Lallo worked hard and earned his money honestly. A rich man lived in the same village. He was a high-ranking official and had earned most of his wealth through unfair and dishonest ways. He became very upset when Guruji didn't accept his invitation to eat at his house. So, to teach him an important lesson, Guruji held food from both Bhai Lallo and Diwan Bhagwan in each hand. When he squeezed Bhai Lallo's food, milk came out. But when he squeezed Diwan Bhagwan's food, blood came out. Guruji then explained, Bhai Lallo's food is like milk because it comes from hard work and honesty. But the one Bhagwan's food is like blood because it is brought with dishonesty and the suffering of others. This powerful lesson shows everyone that it is better to live honestly, even if you are poor, than in wrong ways. Diwan Malik Bhagwan realized his mistake and learned a very important lesson that day. In fact, the idea of Kirtka Nirvana is two of the three pillars or important values of Sikhi. We can use this lesson in the real world. If you see someone who needs your help, you should help them. You should provide them with food and resources. And whenever you do this, keep the Sakhi of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and Bhai Lallo Ji, the honest and hard-working carpenter, as well as the greedy Diwan, how we should always live humbly and appreciate those who are honest without any end, just as Guru Nanak Dev did. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Simran.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
One day during his first Udasi, Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to the holy river, Ganga, where many people had gathered. They were following a common routine, offering water to their ancestors by throwing it toward the rising sun. They believed the water would reach their loved ones in the next world. But instead of following the crowd, Guruji did something different. He bent down and began throwing the water in the opposite direction, toward the west. People were surprised and even angry. They asked, "Why are you throwing water the wrong way?" Guruji calmly replied, "If your water can reach your ancestors in the next world, why can't my water reach my crops in Punjab?" The people had no answer. Guru Nanak Dev Ji wasn't trying to insult anyone. He wanted everyone to stop and think. He was teaching that blind routines have no meaning unless they are done with true understanding. Guruji taught us to connect with God through honest living, kindness, and remembering Vaheguru, not just by following common routines without thinking. This story reminds us to always ask ourselves why we do what we do. It's not about just copying others. It's about doing things with love, truth, and purpose, as well as develop for Vaheguru Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਬੇਬੀ ਰਜ਼ੋਈ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਦੇ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਪ੍ਰਾਊਡ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਲਾਈਕ ਮੈਨੀ ਕੰਗ੍ਰੈਚੁਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਟੂ ਦਾ ਪੈਰੈਂਟਸ। ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆਈ ਰੀਅਲੀ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਬੋਥ ਦ ਕਿਡਸ ਹੂ ਕੇਮ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ ਟੂਡੇ ਐਂਡ participating in the speech. I think this is giving them opportunity and all our kids to come forward and do something, right? And this is something needed in their entire life, whichever profession they go into. ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਨੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰੇਗਾ, ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਕਰੀਅਰ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਸਮਥਿੰਗ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਨੀਡਿਡ। ਸੋ ਆਈ ਐਨਕਰੇਜ ਆਲ ਦ ਕਿਡਸ ਟੂ ਕਮ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ। ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, 10 ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਕੇ ਆ ਜਾਓ, 4 ਸੱਜਣਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਯਾਦ ਕਰ ਲਓ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਤੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਵਾਈਜ਼ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਲਾਈਕ ਮੈਨੀ ਆਫ ਅਸ ਮੇ ਨੋਟ ਇਵਨ ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਵੀ ਟੇਕ ਇਟ ਫॉर ਗ੍ਰਾਂਟਿਡ। ਤੇ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਕਮ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ ਤੇ ਡੂ ਸਮਥਿੰਗ whichever you want to do। ਤੇ we can prepare a speech for you if you want to do। ਤੇ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ 7 to 8 years 6-7 years ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਛੋਟੀ 2-3 ਪੈਰਾਗ੍ਰਾਫ ਹੋ ਗਏ, 1 ਪੈਰਾਗ੍ਰਾਫ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। if they want to do we can definitely help you। ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆਈ ਅਗੇਨ ਐਨਕਰੇਜ ਆਲ ਦਾ ਕਿਡਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਸਕੂਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਓ ਤੇ ਕੁਛ ਤਾਂ ਲਰਨ ਕਰੋਗੇ। other than like ਇੱਕ ਊੜਾ ਹੀ ਲਰਨ ਕਰ ਲਓਗੇ, ਰਾਈਟ? nothing much। we are not that professional but we still try to provide whatever we can। so I again encourage all the kids to come to class on time। bring your pen paper at least, right? and then we are going to order books also, so you have a proper curriculum। so ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਘਰ ਵੀ ਹੋਮਵਰਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਲਿਆ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਰਸੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲੇਗੀ। ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੌਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਐਡ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਗਲੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਦੇ ਕੈਨ ਗੈਟ ਬੈਨੀਫਿਟ ਆਊਟ ਆਫ ਇਟ। ਤੇ ਇਹੀ ਕੁਝ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ। ਬਾਕੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਤਿਆਰ ਨੇ, ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਛਕ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੀ। ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਭੁੱਲ ਚੁੱਕ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੋਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਕੋਈ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਠੀਕ ਨਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਤਾਂ अनजान we are learning. They again we apologize for that. If anybody don't feel it's correct, you can help, give us feedback, we can correct on it. We again appreciate if anybody will come forward and give us feedback. ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ
Press the X. No, no. This will not save that.